What is of value? What has real meaning? Mankind in its current form of civilization is obviously a greedy species which has never enough and therefore exploits all matter and every being, whether those are plants or animals. It is estimated that the universe contains 100 billion galaxies, each of them filled with hundreds of millions of stars, with even more planets around them. Enough to give every human more than 10 galaxies for himself, and yet we cannot get enough. We feel like it is never enough. But what does that say about us? It means that not the material world is what is of worth, but the immaterial world. Society has been completely misguided by false beliefs. We mistake the instrument with purpose. What is of worth but cannot be bought with material goods? Love, appreciation, attention, sympathy. So do you recognize that the real purpose of material possessions is just to get to these immaterial values, but you and your culture are just not aware of it anymore? The immaterial world is the only one that really matters. Science, especially physics, showed us some great miracles about the state of matter and the definition of reality. The materialistic-mechanistic type of the world deprives it of all its magic and wonders. Western science is making the living to something dead. Although it is well aware of the fact that some of the most fundamental questions cannot be answered and only offer more questions about our existence. The double-slit experiment shows that in quantum mechanics, the state of the particles is strongly dependent on the observer. If there is no observer, there is no definite state of the particle. It is known that an electron behaves like a wave when it is unobserved, but like a particle when it is observed. What does this tell us about reality? Reality is only present where there is an observer. This leads to the so-called anthropic principle, a universe that evolved from the very primitive consciousness of dust and rocks to highly complex living beings that make the universe capable to observe itself, its own existence. The segregation of you and the universe is only the illusion. You are the universe in one of its endless forms. Another example is the matter in matter, the solidity. The space between the subatomic particles of an atom is more than 99% of its volume. Completely empty space. The space between the atoms is also completely empty. So, if I look at you, I see almost nothing. You and I are nothing more than merely some decent, soft vibrations in a vast ocean of nothingness. The illusion of solid matter happens only to be due to the existence of the fundamental forces. You can only touch something due to the repulsion of the electromagnetic force. Your eyes can only see the surface of solid matter because the light which is interacting with the electrons of a surface is reflected into your eyes, and your brain provides you the illusion that you have 100% of solid matter in front of you and not the real 99% of empty space. Otherwise, you would only see the decent 1% of light vibrations in pitch black darkness. This means that solid matter comes out of nothing. The whole universe is in its majority nothing and yet contains everything. So, in general, science leads us back to the magic and divine of our existence again. I became a physicist and engineer and lost the eyes for the wonders of the world, as the Western type of science taught me the materialistic-mechanistic way how dead everything was. A while, every living being appeared just to be a biological machine, and every happening was deterministic, the creation of the universe probably just a coincidence. But then, I found those eyes again, and all the magic that could be seen and explored again. The spiritual emergency led me to find myself in deep connection with everything and everyone, with nature, art, and philosophy. This is where I am in inner peace, totally aware of what I am and what is just a part of my human experience.